After no game last week, how have we utilised that time to prepare for this game and a busy period that's going to come our way soon?
Yeah, it was important for us to give the players a couple of days off. We obviously had the game against Oldham on Tuesday. We trained on the Wednesday, and we give the players Thursday off, and then off over the weekend. So it was, it was good. As I say, it was a chance for people to have a bit of downtime, get ready to recharge and go again. And what's going to be a really tough period of games and schedule. When we get to Christmas, there's back-to-back games and so many games in such a short period of time. So yeah, we've used it as best as we can. What we've had this week is a full contingent of the whole squad out on the training pitch. We have 100% availability, which is definitely the first time that's happened since I've been here, so that's been positive, and we're all ready for the game at the weekend. And
just on the break quickly, a great performance from Josh Sheehan and a good win for Wales. He's in great form for us at the minute and obviously for Wales as well.
Yeah, I was pleased for Josh. Obviously he played in the second game against North Macedonia. He's done really well, it's a brilliant result and secures Wales' place in pot 2. The draw's just been announced, hasn't it, today, so they're all excited for that. We wish him well. Obviously Tolley was away with Northern Ireland, didn't manage to play any minutes, but he's come back fit, which is really good and healthy and ready to get going again this weekend for us. So pleased to have them back on the training pitch today and get going again on Saturday.
You mentioned it there, a full bill of health for the first time probably since you've been with us. That must be a great feeling for you, seeing that out on the training pitch and seeing what you've got available to select.
Yes, it doesn't happen too often. You've always got one or two in the treatment room, but we've got to a point at this stage where everyone's fit, which is great. Obviously it gives me selection problems because I have to leave a large number of players even out of the matchday squad. Then I have to pick a starting 11 and a bench that we think can help impact the game. But I think we've had that over the last few games and the last few weeks where we've had real positive impacts from lads who have come off the bench, and that's what you need. You need people trying to contribute even when you're not selected, not getting too down if you're not in matchday squads, and keep trying to do the right things for as long as possible, because football changes quick.
Obviously we're heading in the right direction at the minute. How do you go about keeping those standards high and keeping everyone's level head as well?
Just consistency, I think, with your messaging. Plan the same way as what we always do. Even when we had 5 draws on the spin, a couple of away defeats here and there, we never come away from what the objective was, and kept reviewing and analysing our performances and speaking about what we felt we were doing well, even in them moments when we weren't winning games. We've managed to win the last few games and have got into, say, some sort of momentum, but nothing's changed from how we prepare. So I think once the players get into that rhythm, they feel a benefit of that, and hopefully we see the benefit of that in the results.
Bradford, generally speaking, a team with a lot of momentum as well. What are you expecting from them this weekend?
A really tough game. I say they've been excellent since they've been promoted this year. They were super strong at the start of the season, picked up loads of good results, top of the league for a long time, and have been really good. So we expect it to be a tough game. They're obviously just above us in the table at the minute, so shows you how well that they have done, because we're thinking we're doing well, but they're above us. So we have to make sure that we're ready and prepared to go to war with it in what's going to be, say, a difficult match, and try and play the way we can play, that we feel as though that can hurt them. It'll be a good crowd, good atmosphere, and I say hopefully it'll be an entertaining game that we get the result from.
Like you say, 3rd v 4th, over 25,000 expected to be with us. These are the games as staff, as players, that you want to be involved in all season long. That's
it. And if we can stay at the top end of the division, then hopefully the crowds can continue to grow. When you get a big away following like Bradford are going to bring, that adds an extra bit of excitement, a bit more intensity. It was similar to what we got last year when Birmingham brought all their fans that night, and we managed to come out of that one on top. So hopefully we can do the same this weekend. But as I say, we know we're going into a tough game, and I know Graham Alexander really well. He's an old manager of mine, and I know he'll be fully prepared and ready to try and get back on track for them, and try and cause an upset if they can.
Yeah, like I say, a big away following from them, over 20,000 home fans. What's your message to our fans? Is it to create as much noise as we can and make sure we're the loudest set of supporters?
Yeah, that's it. But it's over to the players to help with that. They're going to be louder if they get on top of the game. if we get on top of the game and we can score the first goal, and or use that crowd like we did in the Cardiff game, who stayed with us right till the very end, that's going to be so important. And if we can use that energy, then it gives us a better chance to win. So that's what we want.